I never imagined my life would change so drastically at 35. On the surface, everything seemed picture perfect: an enduring marriage, a lovely home, and a steady routine that gave my world structure. But perfection can be deceptive. Beneath it all, I felt like I was slowly suffocating under the weight of monotony. My husband, Aaron, was a kind and reliable man. But over time, what once felt like passionate love had faded into something more platonic: comfort instead of fire. I convinced myself that this was normal, that it was enough. And then Daniel appeared, Aaron's younger brother. The moment I really saw him, not as family but as a man, is etched in my memory. It was a chilly fall evening, and we were hosting one of our occasional family weekends. Daniel had been working abroad and hadn't visited in almost 2 years. When he walked through the door, I barely recognized him. The boyish charm I remembered had matured into quiet confidence. He had filled out, his features were more defined, but it wasn't just the physical change. It was something deeper. He carried himself differently, spoke with more presence. That evening, I found myself watching him more than I should have, listening more closely, laughing too easily. And then our eyes locked from across the room. It lasted only a second, but something in that look unsettled me. I quickly looked away, heart racing, telling myself it meant nothing. But I couldn't forget it. Daniel started spending more time with us while he was in town. Aaron was thrilled to have his brother around again. And I tried to convince myself that my growing awareness of him was innocent. But it wasn't. I knew that it started: subtly lingering glances, fleeting touches, late-night conversations that felt more personal than they should have. He noticed things about me that Aaron hadn't in years. Small things, like the way I twirled my hair when thinking, or how I bit my lip when anxious. Then one night, Aaron left for a business trip. Daniel stopped by, like he often did. We sat on the back porch, sharing a bottle of wine under the night sky. "You seem different lately," he said quietly, "like something's weighing on you." I should have brushed it off, but instead, I admitted the truth. "I feel lost," I told him. "Like I'm living someone else's life." He turned to me, eyes steady, filled with something unspoken. The air grew heavy between us. His hand reached out, brushing a strand of hair from my face, and his fingers lingered just a second too long. I felt it then: how close I was to crossing a line I could never uncross. Before either of us moved further, my phone buzzed. It was a message from Aaron, just checking in. Reality came crashing back. I stepped away and whispered, "You should go." He did, but it didn't end there. In the days that followed, I tried to avoid him, tried to convince myself it had been a moment of weakness. But the memory clung to me: the way he looked at me, the warmth of his touch. It wasn't just attraction, it was need. Then one night, he showed up at my door. Aaron was away again. I should have turned Daniel away. I didn't. "You've been avoiding me," he said. "I had to," I replied. "Because you regret it or because it scared you? How much you want it?" I couldn't answer, and I didn't stop him when he stepped closer. When he kissed me, tentative at first, then deeper, I let him. I melted into him. For the first time in years, I felt desired, alive, and that was more dangerous than anything. We spent the night together, and in the morning, with guilt settling in my chest, I knew nothing could be the same again. Days passed. I avoided both Aaron and Daniel. I was drowning in confusion and shame. And then I got a message from Daniel. "We need to talk. Please." Every instinct told me to ignore him. But instead, I told him to meet me at the lake house, our quiet place. I arrived to find him already waiting by the water. His expression dark and conflicted. "I can't keep doing this," he said. "I can't be the reason your marriage falls apart." His words hit hard. "Do you think I don't know that?" I snapped. "I've been torturing myself over this." "Then tell Aaron the truth," he said. "He deserves to know." "I'll lose everything," I whispered. Daniel stepped closer. I instinctively backed away. "You're right," he said softly. "But hiding it, isn't fair. Not to him, not to me, not to you." Tears welled in my eyes. "I love him," I choked, "but..." He looked straight at me. "And do you love me?" I said nothing, but silence, sometimes, says more than words ever could. He exhaled, eyes filled with sorrow. "Then you have to choose." My whole body shook. I had known this moment was coming, but I had never truly prepared for it. "I need time," I said. He nodded, though disappointment flickered in his eyes. "I can't wait forever, Olivia." "I know." He walked away, and I stood alone, the cold wind biting at my skin. The life I once knew was gone. I had broken it myself. Now I had to decide whether I'd try to repair it or let it fall apart completely. One thing was certain. I couldn't hide from the truth anymore. Whatever came next, I had to face it, even if it destroyed me.